A Republican candidate for a House seat in the U.S. House of Representatives from the state of Florida recently got pulled over for speeding in what was, at the time, a routine traffic stop, right? He was doing 57 in a 45. He got pulled over. Happens to the best of us sometimes. And rather than just sit there and express apologies and accept his ticket and move on with his life, this Republican candidate decided to make a scene, actually insulted the officer, about being Russian, and then called her supervisor to try to pull some strings to get out of a routine speeding ticket. Take a look at this body cam footage that's now been released of this Republican candidate absolutely losing it on this police officer who's just doing her job. Here it is.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
That's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
10-14-6.
Call the supervisor.
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
Okay. You don't want your paperwork?
6142, can you be 51 Great Bell
You
Street?
don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be
I'm not
issued a
interested in
citation.
anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
All right, you are going to be issued a
There's
citation.
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failure to produce your registration.
All
All right. Sir, you're going to
Right
be issued a
here.
citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. The fine is
right here.
$256. Information in the back.
It's
You're
right
going to have
here.
an option to
It's on
plead
your
guilty,
camera.
an option to plead not guilty, and an option to take a safe driver's course.
Quick correction. He was actually doing 57 in a 40, not a 45. So 17 miles per hour over the posted speed limit. And he has the audacity to get mad at her? At one point he's like, do you know who I am? No, nobody knows who the hell you are. His name, by the way, is Martin Hyde. And of course, as you saw there, he's like, is it because of your Russian status? He says in a not American accent while running for a seat in the United States government. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but you don't get to attack somebody else's immigration status when yours is just from a different country. We welcome you here in the United States. Of course, you're free to run for office. I have no problem with that. But when you yourself have immigrated into the United States, you don't get to be a bigot towards others who've done the exact same thing you did. And this woman was just trying to do her job. And after all, I thought Republicans were the ones that, back the blue, the thin blue line flags, right? The Blue Lives Matter people. And here you have one of them caught on body cam footage, berating this police officer, calling her supervisor, yelling at her for setting his stuff back in his car because he refused to take it from her. Oh. Well, of course, after this video came out, he did apologize, kind of. He said, he was belligerent and rude to the officer. And then he said, I'm not going to justify my poor temper on that day or attempt to mitigate it in any way. There will be some who will say it's not the first time I've acted out, and they'd be right. Well, that doesn't sound good. I have faults, and one of them is to be overly aggressive on occasion when I'm challenged. In the political arena, that is possibly a good thing, but on a personal level, it's not. So, okay, he apologizes and then he defends it. He's like, hey, look, maybe you should vote for me because if you see how I treat people who I believe are beneath me. That could be a good thing in politics. No, being an ass, which is what we just saw in that video, that's not a good thing for politics ever. Nobody was challenging you. You're like, I get a little aggressive when I get challenged. She was giving you a ticket because you broke the law. 57 in a 40, a 17 mile an hour over the speed limit ticket. So yeah, it was going to be expensive. It's worth noting that Mr. Hyde here, again, running for U.S. House seat, he's actually challenging Republican incumbent Vern Buchanan in the primary, has been endorsed, of course, by Roger Stone and Michael Flynn. So he's got those connections to Trump world, and he's acting exactly as we would expect someone to act when you get endorsements from people like Roger Stone and Michael Flynn. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.